You're watching Peace Country Presents on CJDC TV.
Good evening. You are watching Peace Country Presents Lifestyles and Entertainment. I'm your host, Emily Moyes, and I am really excited that we are going to have some world-class entertainment here in the Peace region over the weekend. It's an annual event that goes on in Fort St. John, raising money for two great causes here in the Peace region. There are a group of women that have put their blood, sweat, and tears into making a show happen this weekend only. I'm going to let them tell you all about it.
It's a play. The Vagina Monologues is a play.
Say what? Yes, Fort St. John, the Vagina Monologues are here to stay. A word that was once met with a blush to your brow is now just the norm. And Emily Goodman has seen the outcome.
Especially in Fort St. John. In 8 years' time, it's made a big difference. People who have been here since its inception would say, it was sort of taboo and seen as a very racy thing to go to, and now it's the thing to go to, and it's totally acceptable, and people are excited about it, and at the end of 1 year's show, they're talking about how excited they are for the next year's show and to bring more people, and there's a lot of males who come out, and it's, so many walls have been broken down locally with this show.
And resident banker by day, actress by night, Courtney Lynch totally agrees.
There is a ton of things that people like myself are completely oblivious to that are happening right in our community, and some people might think of this as a big city kind of show, and that's not the case. It's in smallest communities everywhere.
The popular play, which has been around since the mid-90s, is not just for a great night out on the town for live entertainment. It is the cornerstone of the V-Day movement that has helped women on an international level.
There's the bigger scale, which is it's a part of this global movement, which has international reach in helping women in war-torn countries, in devastated countries that are devastated by natural disaster. That's where the V-Day campaign reaches out into.
V-Day is a not-for-profit charity supporting women who have been affected by rape, incest, battery, genital mutilation, and sexual slavery. Tina Marsh says it is about standing up for women and giving them a voice.
It's really, like you said, it's empowering. This year, the V-Day is about 1 billion rising, and it's just this campaign of a billion women coming together and rising together and not putting up with it anymore, not putting up with violence.
Not only are these women giving funds and auction profits to the V-Day campaign, the majority will remain here locally.
I think it makes people aware of the Women's Resource Center, makes women aware of, not women, of all people really, aware of that resource in the community and the importance of taking care of the women that need the assistance.
And Emily knows what this event means. The main source of income for the center she has been directing for over 5 years, just attending makes a huge difference in their financial situation.
And that's what coming to the show you're also a part of. It's not only the personal, it's bigger than that. And that's what the women who volunteer for the show every year, and we've had lots of new women coming out every year, they're giving of themselves and their time and definitely of their emotion, and we couldn't be more grateful. And for them, there's this, on the one hand, you're getting a lot out of it by being able to explore your acting and creativity, but it's also for something bigger.
Sweet boyfriend touching me like a soft piece of blonde straw.
He said, "Who were you with? Was he bigger than me? Did you like it?"
My vagina's angry. It is. It's pissed off. My vagina's furious and it needs to talk. It needs to talk about all
And just like Courtney and Tina, once spectators, they are now getting involved behind the scenes and on stage.
So I knew quite a few of the ladies here that had been in it years before. I'd watched the show probably 3 times before I got into it and decided it was definitely something I wanted to be a part of. A lot of these things, hearing it for the first time, I was completely oblivious to before it. So I definitely want to be part of the message that gets out.
I feel good, actually. I feel excited to do it. I mean, it's such a great cause, and it's the women that I've met and worked with and gone through the rehearsals. We've been rehearsing for a long time. So just meeting all these women and, they make you feel good and they give you confidence. And it's just such an awesome, positive environment.
The stories that are told throughout the monologues touch on a wide variety of aspects of what we would really just call the female experience. There's funny stories and embarrassing stories and emotional stories and difficult and more challenging ones, and the common theme of vagina is more the common theme of women.
And each of these ladies here and ones that will come to watch the show will take something a little different home from the monologues.
The message, I guess, to me, the one I mostly take out is the strength that women can lack when they really should be more confident themselves, and we all need strength in ourselves than just having it in another person.
I would say that it's probably a little bit of everything. It's the happy memories and the laughing and the things that you can relate to, and then there's the things that open your eyes that you don't think about or that that is happening. Some things affect you a lot more. They just touch your heart, or someone who's been affected by certain stories, and just all of that, I guess, is just a little bit of everything.
I think that's a very individual question, because for some women this conversation topic is totally run-of-the-mill, and it's just a way to show it off a little bit, and for others just the topics are challenging and unveiling or unmasking in some way for themselves. But then you have women who, they'll do the Vagina Monologues because they're new to Fort St. John and they always wanted to try it and never really got a chance to, and I'm in a new place, so why not? And then you get to meet really amazing women who you wouldn't have had a chance to otherwise.
I didn't want to have sex with him. I was just a piece of meat to him. A big hole. I tried to pretend I was asleep. He elbowed me, jerked me, pulled me up.
And this more unconventional way of getting the message out has really worked here in Fort St. John.
Yeah, it's been, the Vagina Monologues has morphed over the years in this community, and it's been what it needed to be for different people who were involved at different times, and we want to honor that. And where it is now is that it's a part of making Fort St. John more open and inviting, and there's lots of new women who get involved. It took a lot of solid, committed women to really blaze the trail for this to be acceptable in Fort St. John, and now it's so acceptable that people really want to get involved every year, and that's a really great place for it to be.
Tons. Like I said, I knew a few of the women before, but there's just so many friendships you get out of this. You see everyone just around town, you're always saying hi, so you gain a lot of great friendship from it. And in the community, getting the word out about the show, basically just throwing out awareness for people that have never heard of it before.
And these ladies have been giving their free time with no complaints.
We've been rehearsing twice a week for a few months now, and we just get together and just practicing our monologues, and we laugh and we cry and we share stories and just really form a bond and work on our monologues and just work together as a team, and with all these different experiences. And there's women from so many different fields and different areas that you wouldn't normally get to meet, and it's just this very unique group of women that come together, and it's pretty awesome.
Something new for Tina, never having performed in any theater-type element, a familiar face, Naomi Shore, got her on board.
Just Naomi's involved with the show, and she's been involved with the show for a number of years, and she had asked me to come and audition and asked me to read the part of the angry vagina. So I read it, and it was, yeah, I thought, oh, this will be lots of fun.
And just like anyone else you may ask around town, Tina is a huge fan of Miss Shore, who, along with Miss Goodman, were instrumental in getting this year's production of the Vagina Monologues up and running.
Naomi is just, I mean, she's awesome. She's the reason that I got involved in this, because she's such a good person. I've known her for the last few years, and she's just such a positive person. She's becoming such a huge part of the Fort St. John community, and she represents them so well, and so she represents them so, the community so well, and she's so well respected, and everyone has such high regards for her because she's such a wonderful, positive person.
While thinking about attending, the ladies say just do it.
I think it's fantastic. When I tell people that I'm involved, there's so many people who have said, oh, I've gone to that show every year and I have to go again.
It's a great show. There's a lot to learn from it, and there's so many laughs that can be had, so I just think everyone will enjoy it.
It's definitely a bucket list item.
Peace Country Presents. We'll be right back.